'Cause girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that clothes on. Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that clothes on, girl. Why you gotta look so good? I can look and see you're not an average chick. You're shutting it down everywhere you go. Girl, I want you as bad as I want a check. Cause you're sexy from head to toe. Girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Put your hair done, nails done, when you put your clothes on. Why you gotta look so good? It's something about you. When you put your clothes on, why you gotta look so good? When you're waking up straight out of bed, girl, why you gotta look so good? Or when you're at the job, just taking a break, girl, why you gotta look so good? In the club, turning up, why you gotta look so good? On the dance floor, giving more, why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Girl, you know you be killing them when you be getting your own woman on. Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done and your nails done, when you put the clothes on, girl, why you gotta look so good? Girl, why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good?
Hey, good people. Hey, good people. Can you hear me, Elliot?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, is it E here? I'm sorry. Did I call you the wrong name, dear?
Nah, you are just fine.
Wait. I didn't want to call you the wrong name. Okay, listen. You play it. You're playing something. You got some music. and you're looking like, where's that music coming from so I can adjust it?
Because I'm like, we're going to hear the whole song tonight, huh?
Yes, you're going to hear the whole song. You know, and you're going to hear I'm going to tell you a little backstory. Now, you know Slick, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he's been doing this thing for a long time, and I asked him to use one of his songs for a project. Now, he had no idea what it was. You know, the Appalled initiative that we're actually doing. Mm-hmm. And, you know, normally when you ask people something like that, what's the first thing you would ask somebody if they say, can I use your music?
What's it for and how much you
there you go. Wow, ding, 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 ding. He just said, be blessed and play. And you know what, so I have to support him any and every time I can. So that's why I started the show off. I was trying to figure out a way to play music on here. So that's why I started the show off with that. That's the backstory why I'm playing Slick. So have you been doing Roland? I don't know why, but your audio is off. Well, that's okay. If his audio is off, I'm hoping that my audio certainly isn't off. Let's see. I'm going to check it right here. Can you hear me now? Let me see if I can hear you. Well, I got to acknowledge the people. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Intellectual Radio, Voices of Change. I'll be your host this evening. My name is Jan. They also call me Sunny. And the gentleman that's also here with me is a co-host. And He's doing so much. He has so much technology on here. I don't know. Maybe he's like me when I couldn't find where that song was coming from. But I'm sure he's going to come in sooner or later. Today, I'm really excited because we're going to have a bright new entrepreneur from the Chicago area on the show. Her name is LASHAWN HAMB. And the backstory of Miss Ham is that I interviewed her years ago when she was in high school. She was actually in the stage play, and I had her and her whole cast, and it was a really good show. But the thing about it, she kind of stood out. So it doesn't surprise me so much that she's back. I didn't know how she'd be back and what capacity, but I'm not surprised at all that she's back. She's back as a CEO of her own company. It's called Healthy Habits. And she's going to be with us later on in the show and discuss that and how it can help you and me and anyone listening. A big shout out to our sponsors, GV Entertainment, Oda Enterprises, and Oda Tax Service. Every show I do a scripture. Elliot, are you hearing me yet? But I can't hear you yet. I want to hear you, E. Every show I do a scripture. So, of course, for today, we're doing a scripture also. And the scripture is going to be from Psalms 12:25. And it goes, anxiety in a man's heart weighs him down, but a good word makes him glad. And that's what we should really move to be during these times of uncertainty, during these times of, we kind of don't know what's going to happen with the pandemic. Hopefully we're getting close to finding a vaccine, but you just never know. The numbers, particularly here in our area, in the Chicagoland area, is going up exponentially. So let's make it a point to be good to one another. When we see each other, acknowledge one another. Let's speak to one another. Let's just start being good to one another. I'm going to go into the news you can use segment, but before that, I'm going to try once again to play something, and I gotta give you some background on this. St. Agatha, which is a church right here in Chicago, their gospel choir has produced a CD, and it's for sale right now. But because of the pandemic, it's kind of hard to get out. We can't get out and perform, and it's really tough. So I'm going to play it right now. This is a title track of the song, and it's called "It's Over, It's All Right." We'll be right back very shortly. You'll still see our smiling faces, but we'll be back with the news you can use. And I think I heard E rolling.
Yes, you did.
Here we go. It's over. It's all right. St. Agatha Choir.
Thank you, Lord. It's over. It's all right. It's all right. Oh, yes, it is. Somebody wave your hand and say, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Oh, yeah. No matter what you're going through, God will see you through. It's all right. Have faith. It's all right. It's all right. I know you may be sick in your body, but have faith. It's all right. It's all right. No matter what you're going through, I know God will. God will. Yeah. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Hey. Hey, God said, I know it's all right. It's all right. I don't care what the doctor may have said to you. If God said it's all right. It's all right. Oh, yeah. Hey, no matter what you're going through.
And that song, again, that's a title track. I only wanted to play a little bit of it. It's called It's Over, It's All Right, and it can be purchased right now on Amazon, just to let you know. Now we're going to the news you can use. And Elliot, I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I can hear you.
Good.
So for the news you can use, we're going to start out with, you remember Terry McMillan, the author of Waiting to Exhale?
Yes.
Okay, anyway, Terry McMillan, author of Waiting to Exhale, announced that from that show, it's going to be a television series.
Oh, wow.
I know, that's what I said. I wanted to see if Stella Got a Groove Back was going to be one too. But here we go. According to a new report in the Wall Street Journal, Magic Johnson is coming to the aid of minority businesses through his Equitrust life insurance company. Johnson will be able to improve and provide $100 million in capital through the Small Business Administration Paycheck Protection Program. Those old school basketball players are doing their thing. They are giving back.
Oh, yes.
Between Michael, MJ, and now him, that's wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. The next story that we're going to hear about is, let's see what this is from. Oh boy, this is something else. A school board president in the San Francisco Bay Area, he had to resign after his wife racist comments about Vice President-elect Kamala Harris raised an outcry. John Ververlo announced Sunday that he was stepping down from the position with the Los Lomitas Elementary School District. So he's vice president, and he's stepping down from the school board president. He's not vice president. He's a president of the school board, and he's stepping down. And he's doing it because his wife, Meredith Ververlo, tweeted Sunday in response to comments about Kamala Harris. And she said that all she needed to do to be qualified for that role was to have a black PU genitalia. No brains are needed. Can you believe she? And why would she say but anyway. In announcing his resignation, he said he didn't agree with what his wife said, but that given her posts, he knew that his continued service would probably be a distraction. You think?
Yeah. By the way, Shamel said, hey, Shamel. So glad you tuned in.
Remember Shimmy, Coco?
Yeah. Hey.
Man, it's been so long. It's always good to hear from you. It's been a long time.
Yes.
And I'm going to acknowledge some other people who are on here. Keita Marie Montgomery, she was the one on here with her daughter who's going to be the guest tonight. I'm excited to talk to your daughter, and it's good seeing you. And Darcy has a show also on Intellectual Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it so much. And let's go back to the news you can use. The next one probably isn't that good either. Corona, Indiana COVID update. Wow. Indiana had COVID numbers of 8,451. Can you believe that?
Good.
8,451 and 25 deaths. The previous record the day before was 6,654. That was a previous high. So they've almost jumped up 2,000. That's significant. The Indiana State Department of Health confirmed a total of almost 245 positive COVID cases. In Illinois, our high number was over 15,000 in a day. Saturday, we had a number of 11,028. That brings the total number of known infections in the state of Illinois to 562,985. Additionally, 166 more deaths were reported on Saturday. That brings the statewide death toll from COVID to 10,670. Dr. Ezike, the IDPH director, noted Friday's COVID-19 state briefing that due to a data reporting issue, that there was a delay in deaths reported that day. According to a news release, 66 of those deaths that occurred yesterday are being reported with today's total. Meanwhile, Governor Pritzker announced Friday he was extending a host of COVID-related executive orders for another 30 days, including an extension or moratorium on eviction. So if you're concerned about being evicted, you're going to get another 30 days. I know I saw your eyebrows go up. I know we've had this discussion about COVID. I know I'm reading the straight data here, but Elliot or Roland, do you have anything to say about this COVID?
Do I have anything to say?
Yes.
You know.
You might as well just keep it real.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Oh, here we go.
Now, first of all, my disclaimer is I am not here to say that COVID is not real. It is a real thing.
You better.
People are getting it. People are dying from it. It is out there. You must wear your mask. You must be careful. Do all that you can to stay healthy. Eat your vitamins. Get your multivitamins. Get your immune supplements. Do everything in your power to stay healthy and to keep this virus away from you as much as you can. You know, if you got to do it, some extra cleaning, do your extra cleaning, all of that. Do what it is you think you need to do. But I got an issue.
Okay, what's your issue?
Because now, with anything man-made, there's always some room for error. There's always something that will go wrong. I have mentioned this before in other states, at least one that I know for certain, where two people went to go take the COVID test, signed up all their paperwork, but they decided not to take the COVID test because the lines were too long. How in the world do they get test papers back saying their results saying that they have COVID-19 and they were never tested? There is something out on the internet right now, as of maybe Thursday or Friday when I talked to you, Janice, where this person took the test. I believe it was 4 times. 2 times it came back positive. 2 times it came back negative. Same test, same nurse, all at the same time.
And Erica Badu recently had the test because when they're on set, they have to have it. And one nostril was positive and one nostril was negative. So I can attribute some of that to human error. But because you told me that somebody did it 4 times consecutively and half, some of that concerns me. So I don't know if it's a 3-5% human error. I don't know. I don't think that the reporting is bogus. I think
I don't think that.
I think that a lot of times when the people are the testers, I think they're exhausted and tired and overworked, and there's not enough of them. They're probably not getting enough breaks, and human error may be a real issue. I would hate to think that there's an issue because of compensation or how much they're getting. If it's tagged COVID, that they're labeling things COVID. I'm going to leave it right there.
Well, I'm going to go a little further since you said
I knew you would.
Oh, yes, you set me up. First of all, hey, Mary Anderson. She just said hey to us. Hey,
all right,
Mary.
Okay.
I miss Mary. I haven't seen her.
Thank you.
Anyway, now, here it is. Now, we never know which way this thing will go, and it could happen in any direction, okay? I'm well aware of that. I have a very good friend that works for SEIU, for the people that are, union workers. He works for them. And he is tested constantly. He's around people, and he has not once come back with a positive testing.
Okay.
Which we're very grateful for. Yet I have a very close friend that I know for a fact they've only gone to church and home. And this is when church was open and you could go. He would go to church and go home, and he ends up with COVID.
We don't have to talk about church because I had to do self-quarantine because my priest had it. So we're not going to even go there.
I mean, I'm just
saying. We're not going to go to church because of all those bodies and all that. We're not
what I'm saying is every situation is different, and it's hard to call it.
It is hard to call it, and everybody has a different system. You don't, and you may be like Trump, a super carrier who's asymptomatic. I mean,
he come back and the whole doggone White House got it. It's ridiculous.
And they said, I forgot how many Secret Service, I want to say 130 are getting tested because they're afraid that somebody there seriously is a super spreader. There's an issue there. There's an issue there.
So, I mean, it's hard to call, and it's hard to just be like, oh, okay. And I said this before, not every death is really COVID related. I feel like a lot of them are slapping COVID on it. just because we know people.
No, I've had this conversation, and I don't dispute that sometimes that those numbers may have been inflated for the deaths that may have been contributed to something else possibly. But we know that the way COVID works, if a person has underlying chronic illnesses or whatever,
very true,
the COVID is worse. So we're gonna get off the COVID because we got a young lady coming on in about 15 minutes.
My last statement, then I'm done. My last one, I'm done. I'll promise I'm done.
Go ahead.
And what you said is very true. Yet I've known people to pass away that did not have COVID, and they tried to slap COVID on their death. And we're like, no, they didn't have COVID. You tested them. Why would you do that? So I'm saying I feel like there should be a little more investigation. That does not negate the fact, as I come to a close to that part, that we still got to do what we're supposed to do. We need to wear our masks.
We have a serious problem, and it's growing exponentially, and it's out of freaking control. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. She just shut me up. Moving on. Thank you. I'll be quiet. Now,
this is a weird story, and I'm not going to even have any comments on it because it's just this next story is just weird.
Mm-hmm.
The lights inside St. Peter and St. Paul Roman Catholic Church in Pearl River were on later than usual on September 30th. So a passerby stopped to take a closer look. Peering inside, the onlookers saw the small parish pastor half naked having sex with two women on the altar, according to court documents. The women were dressed in corsets and high-heeled boots. There were sex toys and stage lighting, and a mobile phone as well as a separate camera were mounted as tripods. And it was recording the entire event. The eyewitness took a video and called the Pearl River police, who arrived at the church and viewed that recording. They then arrested the Reverend Travis Clark, the pastor of the church. The Archdiocese of New Orleans announced the priest's arrest October 1st, but would not give specifics about why he was arrested. New details, however, have emerged in court filings that paint a lurid picture of a priest recording himself engaged in a sexual role play while desecrating a sacred place within the church. Public records additionally show that one of the women, Mindy Dixon, 41, is an adult film actor who also works for hire as a dominatrix. On a social media account associated with her, a September 29th post says she was on her way to the New Orleans area to meet another dominatrix and defile a house of God. So they did this intentionally on purpose, is what they wanted to do. Dixon and Melissa Ching, 23, were booked on the same count as Clark, the priest. Police said the charges stems from obscene acts that occurred on the altar, which is clearly visible from the street. So all of them wanted to do this, and all of them really wanted it to be seen. This is just a sign of the times. This is crazy. Can you believe? Elliot, are you speechless?
There are so many things I could say. I am a little speechless. First thing, that I'm gonna get in trouble for this.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am, because given the history of what we have heard about the Catholic Church and their and the stigma that has come to it. My first reaction was, well, at least these were grown people and these were women. That was my first reaction. But
yeah, well, you're right. The Catholic Church does have a stigma, but that sexual deviancy is within all churches.
It is, and now that's why I'm going to that deviancy, sexual deviancy, no denomination. Okay, it's all kind of stuff.
But they were women, so I'm like, oh well, no.
Right. That is terrible.
No, but you know what? The thing that really got me, that why are they doing it on the altar with like the curtains open so everybody can see?
Because they want people to see.
Right. It's like the sign of the times.
And see, it's one thing if what you do in private is really your business. I ain't got that between you and the Lord, really, truly. But you purposely came to the church on the altar so people could see you. You wanted to be seen. You wanted to be caught. That is just devastating. That is just, I have no words.
It's just a sign of the times.
It is.
Speaking of sign of the times, President Donald Trump, for the first time Sunday morning, acknowledged President-elect Joe Biden's victory while falsely blaming his loss on a string of baseless conspiracy theories. President Donald Trump said in a tweet Sunday morning that President-elect Joe Biden won the election, but clarified in a later tweet, "I concede nothing."
Of
course. Wait.
Big old kid.
Last time we were here, we didn't know who was going to be president. Now we know who's going to be president. If he wants to, that's fine. That's good. Now, this is 3 stories back to back about entertainers and rappers. I don't know any of them. Rapper Mo3, whose real name is Melvin Noble, was shot and killed while driving down I-35 freeway in Texas on November 11th, 2020. He was transported to a local hospital where he died from his injuries. Singer Jeremiah fighting for his life. He's in dire straits while reportedly being hospitalized for COVID-19.
He's from Chicago.
The R&B singer, whose real name is Jeremy Philip Felton, has been taken to the intensive care unit and has been placed on a breathing ventilator. Yeah, he is from Chicago. Oh, jeez. Yeah. A lot still remains unclear at this time, including when the I'm a Star musician supposedly tested positive for the novel virus and how long he'd be ill. Yet, while no official statement has been released on the Chicago crooner's behalf regarding his COVID diagnosis or health condition, as of yet, several of his music industry friends have been imploring fans to send prayers his way.
Yep.
Reports have also emerged that Boozy Badass was involved in a shooting in Dallas on Saturday. WFA reports that he suffered a gunshot wound to the leg and was subsequently treated at a local hospital. This is just boom, 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 3 in a row.
And that's just this session of 3. There are a couple of more out there, that have been cleared up. But then I don't know if you heard, but I know I read today or yesterday that gospel artist Fred Hammond has been
diagnosed. Has COVID. I just read that. Yeah. Oh, I meant to mention that. You're right. Yeah. I just saw that before the show. I said, meanwhile, in Chicago and suburban Cook County, a stay-at-home advisory takes effect tomorrow on Monday. Mayor Lori Lightfoot urges Chicagoans to stay home except for essential activities such as work, school, and grocery shopping. A big concern in the state and across the state is the number of COVID-19 patients who need hospital care. So it's what do they say? 90% of the people that get COVID they'll get over it. But that 10%. And now, since there's more patients like us having 15,000, 11,000 a day, they're stressing the hospitals out. When the hospitals are filled to the brim, then they're going to have to make these hard life and death decisions. This is serious. Well, but you already told us about how you feel about COVID, so we're not going to go anymore.
Oh, no, I'm not. No, I am. Look, all I'm going to say, because I'm not going to let you do that today.
Okay. I know you.
I want you to know that COVID is real. I am not
trying to say
that not. It is very real.
Inconsistencies.
That's just me personally. I don't like inconsistencies, and I know with stuff like this, it tends to be. But usually after so long, there's something very consistent that comes, and the numbers are going to go up because everybody's panicking and they want to go get tested, and it's a lot that's to it. But all the most important part is really that we do what we're supposed to do. We wear our masks. People, please.
Not only wear your mask, stop going everywhere and hanging out everywhere and being with 50 people.
Well, now you shouldn't want to do it no way. Once you see all this, like if you haven't been outside today in the city of Chicago, then you have no way of knowing unless you peep your head out the door that every grocery store is packed right now.
Yeah, I know. I was part of that. You know what? I'm going to speed through the rest of this. Okay, so this is a great story. This is a feel-good story for City of Chicago employees. Chicago, and this is a feel-good story for me, who was at one time somewhat judgmental toward, we'll read it. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot has canceled 350 layoffs tied to her pandemic budget. The layoffs are part of the mayor's plan to close a $1.2 billion deficit in the next year's budget. According to the Sun-Times, revenues generated by the sale of recreational and medicinal marijuana have gone through the roof.
Of course.
Topping $100 million in revenue statewide for the first time in October and $800 million in the first 10 months. A joint statement issued by Lori Lightfoot and City Labor President reads, "This will ensure Chicago public workers, the backbone of our neighborhoods, maintain their jobs and health insurance, while also protecting the critical services Chicagoans rely on during these unprecedented times. I will never talk about people that smoke reefer no more. Let's go.
Okay, so wait a minute, Alex, I hope you are watching. Alex, I hope you are watching.
I didn't say I'm not going to talk about.
Because you just said it. Alex, I hope you are watching. So next time Janice says something, you get to say something because she says she's not going to talk about you. And then to our other friends that we know that are medicinal users, thank you.
No,
you get somebody
I never had a
employed.
problem with the medicinal. I never. Okay.
The recreational.
Starting Tuesday, no one will be able to go to the Secretary of State's office for a new license. Keep in mind, Tuesday, the Secretary of State is closed. It'll be closed from November 17th through December 7th. And we are going to go from here and go right to our special guest. You are so bad. We are going to go here and go right to our special guest.
And while she's coming, I want to say hey to Fred. Fred did comment earlier, so he's watching.
Frederick
Alfonso.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, that's a long time I haven't. Fred, yes, let's put him on there. Very glad. Yeah, we're still doing it. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Connie.
About to call her Condoleezza. I heard you.
I didn't say Condoleezza. Deanna has probable death number, which means the person's died probably cause of death. Okay. And Mary Anderson, that's because they have to stay in and have nothing else to do. True that. And here we go. And I must add, you see this young, beautiful woman right here?
Hey.
This is LaShawn. I gave you a little backdrop of her, and I have her bio here. I'm going to read her bio before I let you say anything. I'm going to let you say hello to everybody. Hey, Miss Ham.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
I'm going to read her bio, and then we're going to start right in with the interview. LaShawn Hamb. LaShawn Hamb is a native Chicago and founder of LaShawn's Healthy Habits, a health platform that encompasses the approach to holistic healthy habits and awareness of overall dietary consumption. Recently losing 51 pounds following her own expertise. Did y'all hear that? 51. She has been recognized by hundreds and created tailored services to help others achieve a life of abundant health. Her website, www.LaShawnHealthyHabits.com, provides expert advice, consultations, health guides, her 8-weekly Healthy Habits program, and ebooks to help people live their lives in true, pure bliss. She graduated with honors from Texas Southern University with a bachelor degree of science in sports management and completed courses in nutrition, health, and kinesiology. And I must also mention that she is also a sister in the sisterhood, and she didn't mention it, but I am a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha. I'm so proud. Shut up, Elliot. LaShawn received a certification in holistic nutrition in the spring of 2021 and will travel to take her expertise across the globe. When she's not educating the world to live healthier, you can find LaShawn managing her other businesses. We got to ask her about that, Elliot. And building her entrepreneurship endeavors in Houston, Texas, and Chicago, Illinois. LaShawn's goal is to impact the lives of 10 million people through LaShawn's Healthy Habits. Woo! Let us welcome LaShawn Hamb. Woo! Or should I say seaweed? Okay. I'm sorry.
Ma'am.
I'm gonna behave.
No, you're not.
Okay. Welcome, LaShawn. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are y'all doing? Y'all having a good time on here?
Yeah. Yes, we are. Yeah, we're having a good time on here. We were just so excited about having you on here. I told everybody about you, and I said that you personally lost the 51 pounds yourself. A lot of people can give the advice, but they've never had to deal with it. So you did. So that's a good thing. Let me see. I want to do this a little different. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So let's start with the questions.
Yes. Let's get into it.
Okay. First of all, Elliot, do you have the questions you want to alternate?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'll start with first one. Where do you get your entrepreneurial spirit? Were your parents entrepreneurs? Did you always want to do this? When I met you, you were into the arts, and I hope you don't give that up because you were so good. You can always do it as a hobby, but I'll put that in there, okay?
Well, to start, I believe that I got my entrepreneurship spirit from my dad. Okay. Yeah. Dad has been an entrepreneur my entire life. My mom is also an entrepreneur, and she, the casting director, she has a casting company. And my dad has just always worked very, very hard and made things happen. So I get it from my daddy, but I also get it from my mom.
From both.
And a go-getter and very driven and vision-driven as well, which is also a gift. You know, being vision-driven is really, really helpful when you want to make things happen quick and faster than normal. But definitely I would say I get that from my dad. And seeing him, how he worked very hard, his independence, and also growing to see the independence that entrepreneurs have now, that freedom, oh my gosh, I was just kind of like, I need it, I want it. I just got out of school and things have been so interesting. So
did I also mention, Elliot, that she was a beauty queen?
Well, I could tell that. That goes without saying.
Am I telling the truth here? Aren't you? Didn't you win Miss?
Thank you so much.
Didn't you win Miss? What's your school's name?
Oh, I was the 71st Miss Texas Southern University.
See? She's so modest.
I love it.
Okay, Elliot, go ahead. You can go ahead.
Because you ain't hogging all the questions. I know you.
No. I just thought about it when I saw her. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so where did the idea of your business start from?
Oh my. So it started from the struggle of trying to figure out what diet is really going to help me lose his weight. That's what I was looking at. I gained so many pounds. Okay, an exponential amount of weight, as I call it, for my shape, my body, my size, for my health, and everything that I had going on. So it was really just trying to find that dietary structure that will really like promote healthy weight loss without going on some crazy juice fast and saying, oh, I'm trying to lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks. I was like, I'm not doing that, because first of all, it's going to come back and I'm going to be irritated because I'm hungry and I'm not doing it. So it was really that structure was the most important thing, because you know, to lose weight, it's about 80% what you eat and 20% is diet. So if 80% is what you eat, you really need great structure in what you're doing and what you're consuming on a day-to-day basis. So that's the biggest inspiration is the lack, closing that gap and seeing the lack of weight loss guides and diets and options in a quick time, but without straining your body.
Okay. Wow. How did you handle funding your business? Being in a new business, how did you fund it?
So let me tell y'all, I recently quit my job. I quit my I was working in politics. It was my first job post-grad. I graduated last May. I worked there for a few months. I had benefits, y'all. I had full benefits.
And you gave that up.
And I had salary. But my faith was so strong in my vision. And I was just like, okay, I have to go with this, because if I don't, I'm going to regret it. And I don't want to look up in 20 and regret it. So the funding comes from hustling.
Yeah, I know about that.
Now, it's not it's not easy. And then I decided to quit my job, and it's COVID, y'all. This is like, I was like, I gotta have an enormous amount of faith, because I'm depending on so many things via technology and social media, and you never know. You don't know what situation people are in. So that it comes from me, and if I want to see it happen, I got to start. I want people to believe in my vision, invest in it. Maybe one day if they do, I do want to fund my own businesses, but I am open to receiving. Okay. But you got to start with yourself. For people who want to start a business, it's not easy.
Right.
So many resources, so much education. You take your time, you learn. Once you learn what you need in that journey, you'll figure it out, honestly.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so now, what is your greatest achievement in this business that you're proud of?
Greatest achievement is starting and having that faith and seeing people support me. So, like I said, y'all, it ain't easy. But my most favorite is having people support me and not feeling like my work is being done and nothing's happening. Because that can be very discouraging, and that's not what I want. So having that support from people and people sharing my business and really trusting me, it's like, oh, y'all really trust me? Great. Okay, let's roll with it. So that's my most favorite part.
Wow.
Cool.
As a new college grad, I know you said that you just left a job where you had an income, you had salary, you had benefits. Did you ever kind of wish that you would have stuck to the corporate track or stuck to the political track, whatever track you were on that paid your salary and the benefits?
No.
Okay.
That was fast.
Okay. She said no.
I'm like, okay, no thoughts, huh?
No, that's good. That she's
Yeah, y'all know it's that factor of I choose me. That's what was most important. I choose me. I choose my own sanity. I choose my own health. I'm putting myself first, because if I want to produce every day and be productive for my relationships, my family, I have a little sister, I have parents, and I'm starting to feel responsible for them. So I had to step out on faith and trust myself and trust my vision. And I feel like I'm making it sound easier than what it is, because I'm just saying it. And y'all know that term, I don't look like what I've been through.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That one. That part is what I really mean. But it's trusting my vision and knowing that, okay, I don't see myself in a rose for no reason. God is not giving me that vision for no reason. So I'm gonna step out on faith. I'm gonna just do what I gotta do, because it's not gonna make sense now. But if I have the vision and other people have it, other people are doing the same thing, why not do it? Why not step out on faith? Why not trust my own vision and trust my own abilities, because it's mine,
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Oh, here we go.
what? I promise you, I don't be doing nothing.
I know that. I'm like, oh boy.
Don't be doing nothing.
Okay, go on, E.
Anyways, so who is the one entrepreneur that you would consider to be your example or your inspiration?
Tyler Perry.
Wow.
And
Tyler Perry's.
it's a recent, he's a recent role model, a recent somewhat mentor. I look up his YouTube videos, like his inspiration clips, and even Jay-Z. But it's Tyler Perry. It's the way he carries himself. It's the way he gives back. It's the way that he loves. It's the way that he realizes that he's been blessed with all this stuff, but now it's time to work. Now it's time to extend the opportunity. Now it's time to help. Now it's time to grow our community. So he's really inspirational to me in that factor. And even in owning everything, he he keeps me on the path to seeing that this is something that I should really do, because he stepped out on faith. I know that he wasn't always in that situation, but he goes from that to now being a billionaire, I think.
Yeah. Billionaire.
And I'm not, I'm blessed. I wasn't raised with a silver spoon in my mouth, but I didn't have to worry about anything. So if he can come from that and go here, I'm in the newer generation, so I would like to learn from him and do more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, what makes your business model different from the many models on diet, consumption, and healthy habits? What makes yours different?
Nurturing. Nurturing is a big factor. A lot of people start dietary plans, sell it to people, give it to them, and they get in a space of like, okay, I got this plan, I'm using it, But it really don't make sense. I mean, have y'all ever bought a meal guide or a meal plan and you're like, okay, I see it on paper, but somebody put it in like a visual form or make it make sense? Y'all ever?
Janice has. I have.
Yep. You have it?
I'm gonna be honest. Janice
Okay.
has.
Okay.
So a lot of times you get that guide, you don't know what to do, and the guidance is left. The person just disappears. They want you to purchase the product. But my brand, LaShawn's Healthy Habits, encourages holistic health, holistic healing, and holistic nurturing. And all of that factors into nurturing and nourishment and becoming better and more productive for the body. So I would say the intimacy and what I offer and coming in with a heart full of abundance and not greediness is really gonna set me apart in the future, and it's gonna continue to set me apart because I'm coming with my whole heart. So yeah, that's what sets me apart. That's just that, and in a nutshell, it's the holistic approach to doing things. Finding alternatives to some of your unhealthy favorite snacks, like those Doritos and
Or like potato chips.
Ain't nobody told you to follow me yesterday.
and
I ain't had Doritos in like a year. You had to just call the brother out like that, though. Dog.
We need to know a healthy choice for potato chips.
yeah,
Just off the top of your head. Don't say pretzels.
you said what?
I said don't say pretzels.
No, so if you go to like your local health food store, like here in Houston, we have so if you go to like a Sprouts and you go like if you go to a store that's based like organic based, they will provide like different potato chips, and you'll see that it'll be a basic brand, and you'll be able to look on those ingredients, which I always encourage. Please look at those ingredients because there's so much crap in the food that they cook, and people don't realize. It could be one chemical in there that causes you to have stress, bloating, or diarrhea, and it's all this stuff is adding up as you eat that one ingredient in that one favorite food. And imagine doing that multiple times a week for years. It's not good. Yeah. It's ugly. It's just the bottom line is that it's ugly, and I want to offer and let people know that I don't want to make it pretty. I don't want to make your health pretty. Your health is only pretty when you take it seriously. If you're not going to take your health seriously, I'm going to be very blunt and upfront about it, because I want you. It's about shifting your mindset and getting ready to take care of yourself. So yeah.
She's hard. I can tell.
Woo.
I can tell. Can't you?
Yeah.
Good though.
Yeah.
If you're not serious, don't come to me now.
Look.
Honestly, it's very, so I'm very nurturing. I'm very, of course, loving and really wanting people to achieve their goals. But I'm not going to allow for you to step into something, commit to it, and you already stepped into it and give up on it. Because it's bigger out there for yourself. Clearly, you working to get better for it. So let's do it.
Ooh.
Really? That's really what it is.
Those Doritos did you in, didn't they?
Man, I only had one bag of Doritos. I haven't had Doritos at all this year. And that was just yesterday, and she had to call her brother out like that. Like, man.
But I'm going to encourage you to eat those Doritos. Do not eat those Doritos. Find an alternative option for those Doritos. Like, go to a local Trader Joe's or something.
True. Point well taken.
That's what we're going to have to do. I got to go to Trader Joe for chips. You got to go for Doritos.
She'll be in Trader Joe's by herself because she knows she only called me after she go. Meanwhile,
y'all just hit me up. Let me know what you guys need. I'll help you guys. I'll create a list of some of your favorite alternatives of your favorite foods. So just let me know. Let me know. Just hit me up. Call me. Text me. Whatever it may be, and I'll give you that. Because I want y'all to be good. I want y'all to really be healthy. So just let me know.
Okay. We're gonna do that too. After we find out more about this program, these further questions, though.
But it's a good segue because you talked about the holistic approach, and we know that it's become very popular. So you've got to answer the question, but I'm gonna answer anyway. Do you find that holistic approach is more beneficial to your entire system when it comes to having healthy habits?
Yes. Oh, very much so. Like 1 + 2 = 3, and that's how I approach it. That's how I make it make sense. You put good things into your body, good things come out. Good things are in your body. So taking out that approaching things holistically will help you say, I want some sweets, but instead of going to get a cupcake for me at the store, probably at the corner store or whatever's near you, I'm gonna have a cup of tea with some raw sugar or some honey or agave, and curbing that sweetness. It's a mental thing as well, like I said. So you really gotta want to have balance. You gotta realize what food does to your body, how it makes you feel, how it stops you from doing the things that you need to do. Like, when you eat too much or you eat something that isn't good, if you go get some hot, you will sell some chips, cheese and Cheetos or something.
The Flaming Hots and all that.
Yep. Cheetos, Flaming Hots.
If you get that, you hungry, you get that, it's not gonna satisfy you. You're gonna feel sluggish. But if you go get a healthy, salad, or you go cook, quick salmon, some vegetables, potatoes, it's super quick. You can cook it in like 30 minutes. You'll feel a lot better, more fulfilled and nourished, so that you can complete the next thing. So when you approach things holistically, you are really promoting an overall balance for your life, and really what everybody is.
Okay, the next question. And you've kind of answered this in pieces, but I have some people that asked me to put the site on here, so that's why I put the site on. I need to know, how does your program work? If someone were to contact you to sign up for it, is it a combination of telehealth, videos, conferences? What is it? How does it work?
Oh, I'm so glad that you asked that. So my most favorite is honestly the 30-day guide is my most favorite. I have an 8-week program as well, but the 30-day guide allows for people to come in and say, hey, I'm going to try this. We're going to see if it works. It works. Great. Let's do it again. So it's mainly for the 8-week program. We're mainly focused on, we're doing things via Zoom. So we're doing things like hosting workouts with trainers. We're doing weekly checkups, daily checkups. And most of the time with my clients, I'll be on the phone. It'll be what are you eating for breakfast? What are you having for lunch? Okay. What's on your menu for dinner? I have, and of course I provide the meals and everything, but what are you selecting? How are you balancing your life? So it's mainly through talking over the phone, checking in, texting, something pretty intimate, simple. But when it comes to hosting workouts and communicating and hosting group activities, which I also offer, everything's via telehealth. And I'm doing this because I have my MacBook right here next to me. So it's via kind of, Zoom. Everything.
Like everything else in this virtual world we're in.
Pretty much.
Until I can get further and create and cultivate the spaces and go speak at events and go speak hopefully at different schools. My goal is to create a really great nutrition program for Chicago Public Schools one day, because I came up in Chicago Public Schools. So I want to help the babies. I was one of those babies, and people came to me and came to my classes and taught me about health and about healthy snacks and healthy alternatives and things to really balance my lifestyle. So, everything's via phone, telehealth. That's how I'm rocking with it.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's the real question. Everybody want to know.
Thank you.
Real question.
I mean, you gave us all the fluff, and that sounds real good.
Thank you.
I want to know, how much is this gonna cost me? That's what the people want to know.
Y'all are so silly. I love it.
You gotta laugh at something. There's enough going on. You gotta have a
You
little
ain't
joy
lying.
somewhere.
You ain't lying.
Everything. So where should I start?
Oh Lord, get ready. Get ready.
Start with a 30-day health guide and healthy habits guide and weight loss guide. So that one costs $29.99. It's a 30-day program, the Zoom consultation, so that I can customize and tailor my clients, health goals based off of what they want to achieve with their eating.
I'm sorry. You said the 30-day is $29.99?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So that's the 30-day guide. And I also have the 2-week guide. So that one's $16.99. But I'm also cutting some Black Friday deals. So check me out. I'm gonna be rocking. I got y'all. I also offer an ebook for $12.99. It's a $13 ebook called Healthy Boundaries. And it's really awesome because it does promote and teach people how to create healthy boundaries for themselves in different kinds of relationships and maintaining your own sanity, really, because you have to create boundaries. And if you don't, people are going to cross them. I also offer the 8-week program. Now, the 8-week program is $500, but it's a very intimate program and very, very hands-on. I'm guiding your every meal, every day, and promoting, helping you move towards healthy habits and guarantee weight loss and things that you can carry and take on to the future for yourself to keep.
Okay.
Yes.
Everybody wants to know how much it costs. I'm sorry. So I'm just.
Okay.
Look, I had to ask. Somebody want to know.
They did.
I'm gonna be offering. So right now, most of my products are digital products, but I'm looking. I'm going to be selling like coffee mugs, shirts, hats, paraphernalia, and just things of that nature. Cute little trinkets for healthy habits, whether it's healthy oils or just anything healthy. So I'm also looking to expand my Healthy Habits brand to where it's actually a healthy habits bar at one day. And I'm allowing for different Black-owned Black businesses, people who are owning holistic products and whatnot, allowing for them to, bring everything into one hub so that we can all, join the holistic crew, but having that resource and the education of all of those different people and then myself and those and different products is going to be really, really awesome. So it's something I have to think about a little bit more, but I'm really, really, really sure I'm going to do it. I just haven't gotten it all together, but I'm sure I'm going to do it. And it's going to be so cute. I cannot wait.
I think it's excellent. And I really love the price points because people always, they hold their breath when you say that, when you listen for that. We have people on here and they say the price points but yours are so very affordable. I wouldn't be surprised if everybody on here, and tell a friend, share. Yeah. Tell a friend, this 30-day guide is only $29.99. This will get your foot in the door. If you see it's working, go for the 8-week. I mean, how many weeks is the other one?
The other one is 4 weeks for the 30-day, 2 weeks.
And then there's 8 weeks for the $500. I mean, but if the $29.99 really works for you, you can really tell. I mean, this is really really good. Oh my gosh, 6:54 already. Okay. Last question. I'm going to combine 2 questions. How can they hear more about the program other than the website? I put the website on there. And what are your plans for your business in the future?
Okay. So I just gave you all a little snippet of what my plans are.
Okay.
To the Healthy Habits bar. And then again, my goal through LaShawn's Healthy Habits, it's not a hub where I want to keep it all in myself. It's so much education and so much love and so much I have to share that I want to add on. My goal is to touch 10 million people. And I know that that's possible because I don't plan on doing it by myself.
I was going to say, I see.
I don't plan on doing it. So it's more of it's a business, it's a brand, but it's also a movement. Like I consider myself to be a humanitarian and I can't wait to do more of the things that I envision as a humanitarian. But I want people overall, like going to speak at schools, universities, whatever it is across the globe. I want to help people like take care of their health, because once you snatch that control of your health, you snatch up the control of your life and you get to determine everything that you do. You dictate how you function, all of that. And you all can also contact me and email me at LaShawnsHealthyHabit at gmail.com. And then my Instagram is at LaShawn Ham. And then my Facebook page is LaShawn's Healthy Habits.
Okay, the email is LaShawnHealthyHabit at Gmail?
LaShawn's with an S.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. At healthyhabits at gmail.com. And I'm going to be creating a Twitter. Twitter, it seems pretty cool.
It is.
I think I want to build the platform on Facebook because people seem to be on Facebook like a lot. Yeah, that's perfect.
Anyway, whatever.
They're watching, they're asking.
They're texting me, so I'm like, okay. Oh my gosh, our time is up already.
Wow.
But we so much, I am just so impressed with the whole concept. The holistic approach, but the whole concept, and what really grabbed me, I know, Elliot, it all comes down to show me the money, the price point. The price point really grabbed me, but also what grabbed me was your attitude toward giving back, humanitarian. Mm-hmm. You're going to do well with this. You're going to do very well with this.
Thank you.
And I look forward to talking to you again when you set up shop. And I know right now it's virtual. I kind of see it expanding even more to maybe even be when things change a little bit. I don't know, maybe to have brick and mortar and to have like super sites. And I could see you having one in the Chicago area, in the Dallas area, whatever. I could see you doing that.
I would love
What about clients? Do you have a whole lot of clients now? Are you doing relatively well?
I have about 15 clients now. And I launched my brand 2 months ago.
You just launched it?
Wow.
Yes, I just launched LaShawn's Healthy Habits. Literally, it's September. It became an idea, and I was like, I'm running. That's why I said the vision. My vision was there, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm a visionary. I'm going to use that. I'm going to create, do this, and just put it together. So this just came up, and I'm like, I'm rolling with it. I can do this.
Wow,
that's amazing.
It has been a pleasure. I kind of knew when I met you, how many years ago? 5 or 6 years? You were in high school.
Yeah, I was in high school.
So it's been at least 5 years ago, and I didn't know how, but I kind of thought that you'd be back. And I know that you're doing this, and this is going to blow up. But don't start the artsy side of you, because that creative side will even help you with your healthy habits. And you can help so many people. And I like you wanting to give back to the school children, but you also should think about giving back, when you do your public speaking, to like the coalitions and the sororities. And, you have such a huge platform to speak to so many people. And it's ironic today, before I close, Elliot, you're going to hate this. You got on a shade of green, I got on a shade of green, and you got on pink. All I can say
ain't nobody fooling with you. I wore this for something else. I wasn't worried about you. What does this say? What does this shirt say?
Alpha.
It does not.
It's like eye candy. You got the right idea.
So this is my shameless plug. My sister Doris Foster in the South Suburb is a health instructor. She does all the workout and everything. So look up Eye Candy Fitness on Facebook. That's my sister.
Have her on the show.
Yes, we are. So this was
We're
perfect.
Supposed to behave with LaShawn. I told you got to behave with her coming. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
when do I ever behave? You know this. Come on now.
LaShawn, thank you so much. As you grow exponentially, please come back and visit us. Give us updates. If you can, try to keep those price points. I know you won't, but try to keep them. We love you. I've been following you. I remember when you crossed. So you're like, do you remember me? Girl, I remember you. Anyway, it has been a pleasure. Tell your mom hello for me too.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye.
From Voice of Change, we're signing off. Elliot, you got last words?
Peace out. Enjoy the week. Wear your mask. Stay home.
That's right. Stay home. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.